Hi, it's me, Ingrid INFP, and I wanted to talk about how our gender um, is expressed through MBTI, or not. We'll see how this video goes. Um, I wanted to thank all of the people who watch my channel. Most people who watch my channel are male, according to the statistics. Most of them are INFJs, I think, INFJ males, but there are INFP males as well that watch my channel, and that there's a minority of women that watch my channel, or female, or girls, or whatever you want to call yourself. And I don't know, I find that interesting. I guess that the MBTI community on YouTube is more male, because the MBTI community in general is more female, especially when it comes to the NF temperament. Most of us are female. So that's where the topic of this video came about, is that I was thinking, why are certain types more likely to be, why are females more likely to be a certain type? Or maybe it's the other way around. Why are certain types more likely to be female? Or the other way around. Why isn't it more 50-50 across the genders and the types? We don't know how much of type is nature and nurture, how much of stereotypical gender roles play into it. There are certain theories that are going around about how certain types would be more feminine or masculine energies, which I don't subscribe to. Certain functions that would be more feminine or masculine, which I also don't subscribe to. All of the cognitive type with the blast, blah, blah, blah stuff that I don't really believe in. But nevertheless, certain types are more likely to be women, and certain types are more likely to be male. And you'd see a lot more ISTJs that are male, and a lot more ISFJs that are female. And INFPs are more likely to be female. It's like 8% of females, according to certain websites, as opposed to like 3% of males. And why is that? I don't think that we can separate nurture and nature. It's difficult to know, because certain studies have shown that when you're born, there is no difference between the male and the female brain. But some people still think that there is a difference. The male brain might be bigger, but that's just because I think that males are bigger in everything when they're born in general, and that's just how it is. But that doesn't mean that they're smarter when they're born. So I think that we need to be careful about how, like, fitting neuroscience with gender and fitting types with gender. But nevertheless, the statistics do say that certain types are more likely to be male or female. Why would INFP be a feminine type? Well, we fit into the stereotype more of female as opposed to male. We are sensitive, we're quiet, we're more submissive, you could say, and like that we don't take leadership positions, really. We're more followers. We're gentle, we're kind, and all of these are more on the feminine side of things rather than on the masculine side of things. We are not as masculine traits would say, be aggressivity, would be confidence, would be leadership, would be taking up space, would be more extroversion. But there are certain traits that INFPs have that would be less feminine and more masculine. If we're thinking about like the social norms of what these words mean. In itself, feminine and masculine doesn't mean anything. These are just social constructs. Is that we are quiet and women are considered more chatty, you could say. So in that way, we would be more masculine. We keep our feelings to ourselves, which is more masculine. We don't gossip much, which is less feminine, I guess. And we are independent, which is more of a masculine trait, if you could say that. So there are certain things that could correspond to both. But in general, INFPs are not seen as like the manliest type. And that makes it hard for male INFPs because they have a lot they have to deal with. They'll probably not be seen very well to their peers because they'll be sensitive and people might find them weak if they show their emotions. So I don't know why it is this way, but I don't think that we should incorporate masculine and feminine in the MBTI terminology, because that's like leads us on a dangerous path. I think that we do have to acknowledge that certain types will be overrepresented in certain genders, but we can't like generalize and say that every INFP male will seem feminine. And we can't say either that INFP females will be very feminine. I think that I'm not really that feminine in the way that I present myself. There's a part of me that really corresponds to the female presentation. I mean, I have longish hair. I'm sweet, gentle. I'm kind and stuff, but I'm not like the most generous of people. I'm not really into caretaking like other people would be. And I do not wear makeup. I don't shave like my legs. I think that the independent nature of INFPs kind of wants us to break free from gender norms. And I think that applies both for male and female INFPs. I think I could see certain types being more the traditional gender roles of their type, but some of them might lean more towards masculine. Like I can see the ISTJ being more of a masculine kind of type. Basically, all the TJs would be more of a masculine kind of type. But that's just if you believe that masculine and feminine are things that you want to incorporate in the way that you view the world. So I don't think that I subscribe to any theory that talks about gender in terms of type. But of course it does kind of tinge a little bit the way that people act and the way that people think, because they've been taught these things throughout life about how to be. But I think it's wrong to just call a whole type feminine when there are so many people within each type that presents themselves in different ways and that are of different genders, and that don't really understand, like they don't really correspond to the stereotype. So I don't want to really talk about this more at length, but tell me what you guys think. I am a little bit curious to know why so many INFP males are watching my channel. Like, I hope that you're not like thirst following me, but I appreciate you all, and just tell me what you think in the comments about gender and type. I have had a comment here before of somebody who said that being an INFP male is even harder than being an INFP female, and I would agree. I would agree, because masculinity is such a tough rule imposed on men, and that they have to be a certain way. And I would agree it would be harder. But you have to see that INFP females don't have it easy either. So tell me what you guys think. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.